making shots too. I mean, the bench, only 11 points off the bench.
We start with the fist play from last week, but instead of Ayton getting his guard free off a screen, it's used to get him deep post position this time. The Suns get lucky on this first play with a touch foul, but the next play shows how it can be used to get DA a deep catch.
Suns players was the slender Chris Boucher. Checks in 6'10", 200 pounds. And that's with 2 wet biscuits in his pocket, I think. It's Ayton inside. Boucher over the top. DA stays with it. Gets the finish of the foul.
Now the biggest thing, like now they're at 28.
Another familiar play now with the Spain pick and roll. Boston switch, which doesn't allow Booker to get a back screen on the big or get free up top. But the perfect counter to this is a rolling Ayton on the much smaller Tatum.
Feed inside to Ayton, who turns and shoots, will be fouled on the shot attempt.
Next up, our last action from last week with a standard horn set with 2 bigs at the elbow. If the other big with Ayton is a threat to shoot, Rubio can get Ayton a paint catch with no help defense. We see it going left here with Baines, and then right in the next play with Zag.
With a little Rubio flag, got 17. His third 3-point attempt of the night. Ayton inside on the turnaround, won't get the bounce, but Suns on a 13-0 scoring run.
Running side pick and roll with Ayton and Booker with all the other Suns on the other side of the court is a great way to create free throw opportunities. Ayton can catch with a clear angle to the rim off a standard pick like here or a slip screen like we see in the last clip.
Here's Brooks, flips a pass to Ayton, rolls to the basket, and looking for the and one.
A little bit, but Ayton with the good hands.
DA with 10. Taking the feed inside. He'll be bumped and fouled on his way. Big guy's going to shoot a mid-range shot.
DA is a nightmare in transition, and one way to create more of that is to give him license to leak out after contesting on a switch. Here we see him leak out, but he can also just create mismatches by beating his own man down the court, like in the follow-up clip.
He's hurting. There's something wrong. I don't know if he got hurts. Up and down throughout the course of the season, playing early, then didn't play. He played a little bit. This Ayton, again, one of those, they'll tell you, most athletes will tell you, this is when they kind of forget a little bit for.
There isn't much to these next 2 clips, just DA staying engaged in the dunker spot. The dunker spot is the low block just outside the paint, where Ayton can hang out with his hands ready to get deep catches.
Have to focus on right now, so he can get a victory. And nice hustle there from DA. Booker on the drive, sneaks a pass between the legs, a little nutmeg from Devin Booker. Sets up DA for the lay-in, the finish of the foul.
Talk about over 20 points, makes it a tough 3-set.
This is my favourite clip of the lot, and I'm sure many viewers too. Ayton is going to fake the handoff to Booker, keep his dribble alive, and use Booker's gravity with Tatum to attack his own man one-on-one.
Third as Ayton on the spin, and Daniel Tice ready to do a little do-si-do as he spins him around. Slips a pass.
Another encouraging clip next. Instead of taking the mid-range jumper, Ayton recognizes he has the mismatch, and with just one dribble, he gets to the hoop and draws the foul.
DA leans across with the left hand, draws the contact, and especially now.
Finally, a neat out-of-bounds play for Ayton. Watch as the Suns use Cam and Booker's gravity as shooters to get Ayton a catch and let him go to work. After the N1, feel free to hang around and watch the rest of the clips of Ayton drawing fouls this season.
Muscles his way up and looking for the N1. One of the rare times that he has been successful when Davis was hopping on 1 foot. Booker's got it, drops it off to Ayton. Collides with Kuzma, and that'll be a pay of price. Suns lucky there. Ayton gets it, immediately turns. He'll be active hands. Rubio drops it off to DA. 5% from deep. Ayton bumped and fouled. Booker able to shake smart again. The lob off the mark. Ayton able to control and gather. Gets up, foul down below.
That was
within 9. Book up top to Ayton. Ayton bumped it to double team attention. Rubio able to gather it back. Gets it inside to Ayton, who's wrapped up 2. Suns got numbers here. Rubio feeding it inside to Ayton. Ayton can't get the first one. Rubio probing. Up top to DA. He'll be
That's that step of shaking that label.
going to drive, snakes across the lane. That one won't go. DA will be in 11 different starting lineup as Ayton takes the feed and looking for the.
I mean, a lot of guys have had injuries. Why did they dribble the ball? They had no reason to dribble the ball.
And Ayton. Nice feed by Booker inside to Ayton. Inside, he'll be grabbed and fouled.
He jumps up about 10 feet still.
Team we're seeing in the beginning of this third quarter.
Ayton rolls to the basket to get themselves into the hole. Cam Johnson can't connect on the three. Ayton with the follow. And the
Oubre's got 70 steals.
Oubre with a cut down to the lane on this offseason. Is becoming stronger with the basketball. Is going to deliver those kind of numbers here for the Clippers. As Rubio on the drive, can't get it. DA on the follow.
Felt like a sack of bricks.
Ayton on the face-up. So
He can palm that ball, obviously.
Shea has been rewarded with the start here in the second half as Deandre Ayton inside. Page on numbers. Ayton runs the floor, then tripped up as he started to load up and